a voice I was not allowed to use. And then it went all the way. I did not have a voice. By background, I'm a registered nurse. That's how I was recruited from Kenya to here. And I had, my issue started when I got married, unfortunately, when I fell in love. Because it starts like that. And I was hopeful. And at the time, I would say the climate has really changed. So over 3 countries it was happening. And the last of it was here in England. And the reason it went so far and so bad is because I had a voice I couldn't use, and I wasn't allowed to use that voice because of the culture and traditions that we are all growing with. I think everything has been talked about, how we raise children, how expectations of society, and I ended up he actually tried to, to cut off my neck. He actually tried to cut off my head. And it just, even I am amazed that I'm here. And when I come to these conferences to try and speak about it and say, no, we can speak about it. And we want all the voices that can speak about it. Why? I am a mom. And I don't want to think that my daughter can ever go through what I went through. If I keep silent, this issue runs through generations. We have to unlearn some of the things that we have been taught and learn what is appropriate. And one of the things, everything starts with a conversation. So mine right now is just a conversation. Because when I was lying in that bed, and I was like, how am I even here tonight? Because I wasn't supposed to be. And every day I'm amazed, even I'm here. And that's why I'm so motivated, I'm so passionate, and I just want to break that silence, to break that taboo like it has been put there. We need to break that taboo of silence and the culture of silence. And that will do a great thing. My dream is to share my story. It can help someone. The shame of it, I'm not ashamed. I do not need to be ashamed because the shame is attributed to the victim rather than the perpetrator.
And I know you've got a book as well. That you've got a book with you. What's the book called?
The book is called More Than Just a Face. And the reason is I was not going to let him cut that neck, come hell or high water, excuse me. Because I had a 2-year-old baby and I was protecting my neck and I got my fingers cut. And then in frustration, and I was calling for help and nothing happened. I was very new in England. And when it couldn't happen, he just chopped up my face.
I know he cuts off your ear.
Yeah,
I know,
yeah.
It's hard to talk about, but he cuts off your ear and he cuts off part of your nose,
yeah,
and sliced all of your throat.
Yes.
And it is a miracle that you're here.
It's a miracle.
And
it's
I
a
think
miracle.
The other thing we want to bring out, and we know that not everybody here may be coming from the same cultural background in terms of your faith.
Yeah.
You are part of a church.
Yes.
And to add all insult to everything is the church didn't really, at the time, the
Yes.
church weren't really able to hear your story or be part of the solution for you. And
yes.
that's a terrible thing for people of faith.
Yes. We were all not equipped to deal with it. We would rather, we don't know about it, it didn't happen,
yes.
And we blank it completely. I thank God now we can come and talk about it. And let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. So, COVID time, it escalated to untold levels. And that is the time I was getting a push, you must share, you must share. And then how I started to share was to write a book. That I got ushered into this, coming to conferences through that work. And I wrote the book, and then it's just changed a lot of things, and it has opened a door for me to just share. And by so doing, I hope I can shed light. But a lot is how it has been presented. By the time someone is physical, they have actually meted every other form